Welcome back to the top news channel RF Update. If you find my video useful, don't forget to click like and subscribe. As a farce, Macron vows to end relations with EU, VDL collapses completely. After the EU turned its back on isolated France in order to prevent conflict, President Macron encouraged France to attack the EU. As a result of the EU's poor deal, France is now alone and without backing for a trade war, according to Emmanuel Macron. Some say many EU member states waking up to the fact they export more to us than we to them, and any trade war with us will be catastrophic for them. Because EU media doesn't want to draw unfavorable comparison between the good things happening in post-Brexit UK and the bad things happening in post-Brexit EU. If it was the other way round, EU media would be full of it. The fact it isn't should tell you something. Meanwhile, provide the evidence that you have fished and get a license, otherwise sell your boat because you either didn't fish in UK waters or you fished unreasonably, and find other work. What is so hard for the French leader and government to understand? In a recent speech, Mr. Macron said, "We are going to continue to fight, we will not abandon our pursuers. The Commission must protect us. It has to see this through, but it's moving too slowly, too weakly. If the Commission doesn't play its part, France will do it." On the other hand, François Hollande has expressed concern about playing with our nerves on the issue of fishing licenses. French officials have threatened to stop British fishing vessels from docking their catch in French ports if a post-Brexit disagreeable over fishing licenses near British coastlines and outside Jersey's perimeter cannot be settled. Mr. Macron added that he will continue to fight for the interests of his seekers. Some recent comments said, maybe France should demand the fishing rights in UK waters from any or all of the 26 EU states. I'm sure their generosity would be underwhelming. Only 4 more years and full control will return to the UK. But, some other comments said, this isn't a question for France and the British, but a question of respecting your word. That's dead right, mate, and the EU agreed that licenses would only be handed out to those who proved they had fished in our waters before Brexit. Those that couldn't provide the evidence were refused, just as the WA agreed they would be. Your argument is with the EU, so get off our backs. According to a recent report, despite the removal of French threats from the bargaining table, Mr. Macron seemed to indicate that the conversations were lasting too long. On the other hand, Generation Frexit leader Charles-Henri Gallois attacked French President François Hollande for failing to blame the EU and suggested that EU countries were not willing to begin a trade war. But, according to some experts, funny how the EU condemns Belarus and its leader for the threats over gas and immigration, but allows the French leader to threaten the UK over power and allows them to encourage people, as we have seen with their navy and police, to risk their lives in boats to cross the channel. France had no choice. Post-Brexit, the UK regains the sea access it lost when it joined. As the EU said often, Brexit has consequences. Lord Frost, the Brexit minister, has met with Clement Beaune, France's Europe minister, and the Commission to attempt to find a solution to the dispute over small ships.